Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to The Walk. Today is Monday, April 7th, and today we are up to Ezekiel chapter 40, verse 44. And this is where we start to talk about the chambers of the priests, with an S at the end. It found some very interesting information here, so let's just jump right into it. Verse 44 says, "On the outside of the inner gateway there were two chambers in the inner court, one at the side of the north gate facing south, the other at the side of the south gate facing north. And he said to me, 'This chamber that faces south is for the priests who have charge of the temple, and the chamber that faces north is for the priests who have charge of the altar. The sons of Zadok, who alone among the sons of Levi may come near the Lord to minister to him.'" Okay. So I got very interested in what's the difference between being in charge of the temple versus being in charge of the altar. To be in charge of the temple means that the priests overseeing the temple's general administration and maintenance, they were in charge of the whole of the temple. However, the people that are in charge of the altar, they're responsible for the sacrifices, they're responsible for the rituals that are conducted at the altar. They are doing the most holiest of the acts within that temple. Also, to be in charge of the temple, these priests were responsible for the overall upkeep and management of the temple. This is coming from AI, ensuring its proper functioning and maintaining its holiness. And Chapter 40, verse 45 states that the chamber facing south is for the priests who have charge of the temple. Now, to be in charge of the altar, this is specifically for the sons of Zadok, are entrusted with the performance of sacrifices and other rituals. They are the ones who come near the Lord to minister to him. So, what is this sons of Zadok? Well, what it means is there a lineage within that, you got the whole family, the whole clan of Levites. But within that clan, there was a family, and the family was descended from Zadok. Zadok himself was the first high priest in Solomon's temple. His descendants were high priests in that temple until its destruction in 587 BC. Ezekiel's prophecy came several decades after the destruction and describes the Zadokite family's loyalty to God while the rest of the nation rebelled against God. So we can assume that the reason that the sons of Zadok get to be in charge of the altar is because they stayed pure, and when the rest of the nation and the rest of the Levite clan were rebelling against God, they remained true to who that is. Verse 7, "And he measured the court 100 cubits long and 100 cubits broad, a square, and the altar was in front of the temple." So in the Cultural Study Bible, it says the inner court was a perfect square, 100 cubits, which is about 175 feet or 53 meters on each side. This is about 2/3 of an acre or 1/4 of a hectare. Since the temple was, as the sacred space, was considered the center or order of the cosmos, symmetry and proportions were important. So that's why we're getting such specific measurements. Now we're up to the vestibule of the temple. "Then he brought me to the vestibule of the temple, measured the jambs of the vestibule, 5 cubits on each side. And the breadth of the gate was 14 cubits, and the side walls of the gate were 3 cubits on either side. The length of the vestibule was 20 cubits, and the breadth 12 cubits, and people would go up to it by 10 steps. And there were pillars besides the jambs on either side." Now, one of the things that really jumped out at me is that they're going to go up 10 steps. 10 is the number of divine order. They are in that divine order because they're in this millennial temple. Now, we can be in some form of divine order here and now. And that happens when we are involved in taking that time to feed ourselves spiritually. We're getting that meat and that potatoes on our own. We've got our nose in the Word. We're spending that time worshiping, and we're spending that time in prayer. So go enjoy that time. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and keep walking the walk.